Dagenborg. I am with the Two Bros Show. I got to get my buds in here. So I kind of pulled a little bit of a dirty trick, and I told Jason. Jason was hammering me about wanting to do a show, and I was like, I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can. So finally, I was like, dude, I'm just going to do it. So I invited him to come on. Hopefully, he'll show up. But of course, he's been tipping the old Oktoberfest, if you know what I mean. So the whole idea was to do a little bit of a show to kind of promote a couple things that we got going on. Really excited about. So while I kind of wait for him, because I thought he kind of thought I was maybe bluffing that I wasn't going to do the show, but you know me, spur of the moment, dude. I do the show. So with that, I guess we'll go ahead and get kind of started, and hopefully Jason will see this. Jason, hi. I told you I'm doing this, dude. I'm live, man. Come on, dude. We got a lot to talk about. Sports is crazy. Got baseball to talk about, NCAA to talk about. I mean, NFL to talk about. We got so many things going on. So get on the show, Jason. Somebody roll him up to the damn couch, put him in the couch, put a cigarette in his mouth, and have him go, yeah, no, have him do his little sling blade impression. I love you, Jason. You know I do, and I would tell you that to your fucking face. I would tell you that to your face. I would. But sometimes you do get a little kind of, oh, man. So hopefully he's like able to actually like breathe and he's in a safe place and people are like drawing mustaches on him because we've seen that. Not on the show, but we've seen that, and that was really quite the sight to see. So, Jason, I'm dying here, man. I'm dying without you, brother. Well, listen, I want to also wish everybody a happy Halloween. We have got a really great couple weeks coming up, man. Got a lot of guests, a lot of news to break. So before we break this news, I'm going to reach out to Jason one more time. He's my partner. It's the Two Bro Show, not the One Bro Show. I am the real Rob Stagg. Actually, I have a cousin named Rob Staggenborg, and he is supposed to get caught up in my little mess. It's kind of funny online. You know, he's a few years my senior. I don't really, he grew up in a different part of the country. So it's interesting that he gets kind of hit a lot with things for old Robbie boy. So it is what it is. I hope my man will show up. So I'm hoping Jason gets the message. Like, well, can someone just confirm that he's actually okay? That he hasn't, he's not like asleep in the gutter. I know at one point Jason was talking about sleeping like in a park or a camp near some plants that he had planted. He's really into botany. Jason's a botanist. We've talked about that a couple times. So since he's not here, I'm just going to start ripping on him. I mean, what the hell? He wanted to do the show. He's not here to defend himself. So what does every good guy do? Start ripping on him. No, actually, Jason, come on, man. This is a pop-up show. This is like, boom, we're just going to put it out there. Because again, we got to talk about some baseball. Look, dude, I'm geeked up about the World fucking Series. It's coming up. Hey, listen, right now we are coming up right with this. Hey, folks, it is Rob Stagenborg. I am the host of the TwoBrosShow. Got one bro, and that's me, Rob Stagenborg, the real Rob Stag. My buddy Jason, so the whole story, if you're just joining us, which I know you are, Jason was like, hey, let's do the show, man. Well, guess what? Rob loves Bezos. I know who that is. That's my friend Sean. And Sean, I'm glad you're here because one of the things I am going to start talking about are some of the projects I'm involved with. And one of the cool projects I'm involved with is with my boy Sean, Sean McCaffrey. He is an author and he is really following the New York Rangers. So he is, I can't even go. I mean, we're going to have him on the show because he's really amazing. And he just really knows the Rangers, knows the franchise, knows so much about it. So anyway, Sean put together a couple books. Like one of his books, it ended up being basically a series of 4 fucking books on every trade that the New York Rangers have made in the history of their franchise. Every trade. And I know it because I read this book and I went through it with him. I was like, wow, this is crazy. You know, you talk about, he had really had attention to detail that I was like crazy. So he had asked me, again, I do a lot of design work and do work here on the side, kind of freelancing, things like that. He had asked if I would do some design work. Of course, jumped in right, very quickly. As a matter of fact, my man Sean's giving me live updates on the goddamn project right here. Version 4 is almost done for our approval. So that's what I'm saying. He started writing his book, and he was going to do like a 1,000-page book about the New York Rangers, like every trade and their history. Well, of course, Bezos. We're doing it through Amazon and Kindle. Well, Bezos is a fucked up mess. And you can't, it's like his system of uploading and just dealing with Amazon and Amazon publishing is just crazy. It's insane. If you never dealt with it, be thankful. And if you have dealt with it, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's a bunch of bullshit. And for the guy who's one of the fucking richest men in the goddamn planet, you think you can get the shit fucking worked out. But you know what? Hey, we're getting off track about Bezos. My man Sean, though, I'll tell you what, he's written this book, and the book turned out to be a 4 series. So volumes 1 cover the early days of the franchise up to, I believe it was 1986. Then he talks about I think it was the Neil Smith era, and then Glenn Sather era, which to me, Glenn Sather is, a name that's synonymous with hockey. He was certainly with several different franchises, but certainly with the New York franchise. So, look, we got my man Sean. He's with me. He's banging me. I love it. F Bezos. Yeah, we don't like Bezos. So anyway, I wish I had a book handy. I don't have one here, but so Sean, he and I met when I was doing some blogging and was working for the Hockey Writers, and he and I connected, I guess, through Twitter or what have you. And turns out I had done some book covers in my past. I had done 8 of them now. And he approached me with this idea of, helping him do some book covers. So I was like, man, just like totally excited about jumping into it. Sports, love I didn't really know much about the Rangers, which is, pretty good because, again, I just had it through one lens. So really learning about the franchise through my man, Sean McCaffrey. So what this all freaking means, again, as I'm waiting for Jason to show up, again, I know he's going to show up because he's a gamer, dude. That dude fucking is a gamer. He'll crawl through. He probably won't crawl through, but I don't know. He'll get here. Let me just leave that. Getting back to my man Sean. So he's written this book called Tricks of the Trade. It's a 4-volume set about the New York Rangers. It's on Amazon, and I really recommend it. Anybody, check this thing out. Again, I wasn't really prepared for Sean to come on, but man, I'm hoping he'll be able to come on when Volume 4 is published and ready to go and talk to us about this process because I saw it from one angle, which, wasn't anything near what he saw towards. I mean, he's looking up every damn trade. It's really an impressive piece of work. And what will really impress people is that even beyond that is that, I'm going to get his other message up here because I want him to know that Volume 4 is coming. The thing that's really impressive is that anyone who follows hockey knows the name Stan Fischler. And Stan Fischler is really, he wrote the book Bad Boys. He wrote several. Sean's confirmed he's coming on night. That's like a New Yorker, man. He's going to pass out soon. He's a New Yorker. Yeah. part of our thing that we're going to talk about when Jason comes is the big dick. The New Yorkers are sucking tonight with fucking the Yankees. Dude, I couldn't believe it. They were the team for me who was going to win it. Like, I had no doubt in my mind that they were going to win it. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I mean, the Houston Astros, hey, you know what? Whatever. But I mean, to sweep the fucking Yankees, dude, that was crazy. That was crazy. And I hope there's a lot of people who are maybe a little upset in New York. Maybe Sean can give us an update on that. Because New Yorkers, they don't like when they fucking lose. And when they lose like a bunch of goddamn clowns, they don't like that at all. So, again, hopefully Sean, when Volume 4 is up, ready to go, he's going to come on. We're going to talk about the book, talk about, we'll do 4 volumes. We'll do 4 fucking shows on his book. They would drive me. I don't know that I could even keep it straight because there's so much information. We do a lot of work with St. Louis, and I know my friend Jason, who's my partner, has been banging you on the Facebook line a little bit. Jason didn't really understand that you were my friend that I've been talking about. So, again, my friend Sean, excited for him, excited for the journey he's gone. Look for his other book, which is called the One Game at a Time, and that was also a look at the this past season. And it's also a 4-volume set. So he took a look at, and again, the Rangers went to the Eastern Conference Finals. So he followed every game. He's a blogger. He had every game covered, and really to a very detailed level. So really excited, for old Sean, and I can't wait till he comes on the show. But he's hitting me up here. What else is he going to say here? Let me close this shit here. Cardinals and Blues look better. Yeah. Okay. Here's the real reason. It's 2:30 a.m. Yanks bellies are full of man juice. Yeah, they're taking it, man. I just wonder what the fallout's going to be because in New York they don't take easy that type of shit. But on the flip side, another city that we all fucking hate, nobody can fucking stand, the goddamn Philadelphia Phillies. I mean, hats off to them. They're fucking going to the goddamn World Series, man. I can't fucking believe it, shit. Let me see what you guys the Cardinals. Yeah, well, that ain't that the truth. But I'll tell you what, the Rangers, as we were just saying, they're the Eastern Conference champions. So a lot of books, a lot of reading, and you can get them in ebook form. You can get them in actually hardcover, softcover, paperback. Not softcover, paperback. It's like an old man. So really support Sean. Did a great job with these books, man. I'm telling you, he's a really almost a fucking savant when it comes to fucking the New York Rangers. It's crazy. So I guess Jason is going to sit here and let me. He's coughing and blows his nose because he blacked out from okay, never mind. He's just. This is live podcasting, people. This is live podcasting. I'm getting a text that Jason doesn't know if he can walk home. Jason, what are we going to do with you, dude? I mean, we can't fucking walk 2 fucking blocks. Are you that baked? I just want to blink like bubbles. I've never been a good blinker. Never been a good fucking blinker, dude. Jason needs to lay out the Steel Reserve. No shit. Fucking Jason he's laying. I know what he's laying off. He's laying off the hanky panky, the hanky my janky. Well, we're gonna get rid of this fucking chat. Sean, love you, man. I'm happy that you're with us. Happy that you are supporting the show, man. Because again, it's lonely out here. Again, we were doing this pop-up show because again, huge sports weekend, dude. We talked about the Yankees taking a fucking huge ass wipe, but the Houston Astros are going to the goddamn World Series, man. Fucking for the 6th year in a row, they were in the ALCS. So give them some credit. By hook or crook, whatever, all that bullshit's over. They are going to fucking ALCS, okay? I mean, that's freaking crazy to me, dude. That is really, really cool. So awesome for them. Really excited. But the Phillies, man, I was like, I don't really understand that. I did what I did here. I just mirrored my camera so folks can read my shit behind me, man. I'm eclectic, dude. I'm eclectic. So I mean, as much as you want to hate the Houston Astros, it's like you can't. It's like a train wreck. Like you can't, because you can't ignore them, dude. You can't ignore them. Let me see what our man Sean's got to say. Nice. Nice. Well, listen, Sean, you get your little nappy nap. Sean runs heavy equipment during the day, so I want him to sleep. I don't want him causing no industrial fucking accident or no shit like that. So, anyway, we talked about the postseason. Everybody fucking hates Philadelphia. And you know what? I've been there, and it is a fucking shithole. It's not a good city. I mean, I get the historical significance. I mean, my God, my wife loves that shit, and there are some real fascinating things like the first place, Independence Hall, Liberty Bell, and all that. But beyond that, fuck that place. It's a shithole, dude. And I got to tell you, here's the deal. So I was really struck by the fact that this in Philadelphia, I was walking off the street, this lady had a sign. I'll cuss you out for $5. And I thought, that's fucking genius. I wanted to do it, but I was kind of like told, you're not doing that. No. But I was going to do it because I want to get fucking yelled at by someone from fucking Philadelphia just to say I experienced it. Because I think they're fucking arrogant motherfuckers. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sure I got people who are like really true to Philly, all that shit. And dude, I grew up with fucking Mike Schmidt. Ever hear of him? Ooh, Larry Boa. Ever hear of him? Larry Boa. I mean, shit, like Gary Maddox, Greg Luzinski, Steve Carlton, old lefty. So anyway, the Phillies, I get it. They freaking own my Cardinals for fucking years, dude. They did. I know Al Canal, by the way. You know that? I can't fucking do it. I know Al Canal. He's a weirdo. Anyway. So the Philadelphia Phillies are in the fucking World Series, okay? Nothing could be worse than that because they fucking bought their way there. I mean, they brought in Bryce Harper. I was going to say Bryce Howard. They probably should have brought Bryce Dallas Howard. That's Ron Howard's daughter. So I don't think Jason's coming on. I think Jason's going to leave me stranded, and he's going to give me the, oh, boo, 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 oh, boo, boo, boo. Here. Well, listen, Holly, we're live, and I hope Jason hears this because I'm telling you the message right now. We're not going off the air. We're coming on because we got 2 announcements to make, and I want him to be here for the 1 announcement. And if he shows up with his like eye halfway open, but this is unacceptable. Unacceptable. Our viewers are fucking, I mean, we started this show talking about, and how you are live. I'm doing this live on the air, right? You can see my phone. I should black out the phone numbers and stuff. Or whatever. Anyway, I'm not that good. But what I'm saying is that I need you, bro. I'm dying here. I'm talking about Philadelphia. I fucking hate Philadelphia. You're the one that reels me in. You're the one that says, oh, come on, Philadelphia's fine. Dude. But, dude, I'm about ready to freaking get my house burned down by a bunch of people who fucking support the goddamn Phillies. And, dude, that ain't a good place to be for me. So I need you to talk me off the ledge, dude. At least answer my text. Ghost Casper, the friendly ghost. Jason is a Casper ghost. All right, folks, we're going to probably hang up on Jason here, and we are going to actually just go into our announcement. I'm going to give him 1 more minute because I'm excited about the announcement. Something that's totally different for us, man. Anyway, getting back to this. We're done with the phone call. We're done begging him to come on his own goddamn show. Okay? You know what? Since Jason's not here, we're putting up the bug. Boom. That's what we do. So we're talking about the Phillies. Here's what bothers me about fucking Philadelphia going to the goddamn fucking Super Bowl and all that shit. Like, you never fucking hear the end of this shit. God damn, like the 76ers were supposed to be good, and they keep like sucking the fucking hind pipe. Like, I don't know what's going on with that whole situation. The Philadelphia Flyers, my God, they cannot keep fucking. I mean, they throw money at their team all the time. And then the Phillies, they bring in they bring in Bryce Harper. Um, I'm getting the sorry. He's not doing it. And what even hurts me is not even tuning into the damn show. I'm going to tell him to tune into the show. Tune into the show. Hey, Jason, dude, be a dude. Hey, Jason, again, we're still live. Hey, do us a favor. Tune in the show. How about that, man? Tune in the show because we're going to make our announcement. At least tune in so I can see your fucking thing pop up or put your message in the chat. Something, dude. Come on, man. Come on, bro. I know it's a pop-up show, but we're going to talk about our freaking new announcement, dude. All right. Well, I'm just going to okay, so close out the whole issue with the sports. The other thing I really want to talk about is, so I went down to the university. I went to Oregon State University, home of the Beavers. Okay, and a middling team. The team that they actually won. They played Colorado, who is shit. Like, Colorado used to be very respectable, but Colorado, they're actually terrible, and that was really. Here, let me get that thing with my eye, man. That wasn't. I didn't like. I expected a lot more out of Colorado. I really did, but they weren't any good. So, but the thing I got to tell you about going to Oregon State, and it's really something that I don't think a lot of people pay any attention to, except for people like fucking me. So the branding, sports branding is a thing that I've always been into. Always really into jerseys and all that kind of stuff. Well, they are like the fucking king of sports branding. Now, first of all, they got great colors, orange and black. Boom, Beaver, nice little cartoon logo. It works. It's everywhere. And the way they have their stadium all slayed out, right across the street, literally right across the street from the entrance, is the team store. Okay, yeah, no big deal. Everybody has those. This place is massive, dude. Like, you could actually buy a helmet there. I mean, it's like, it seems like the bottom floor of I don't say as big as like a Kohl's, but it's like maybe half the size of a Kohl's. It's pretty big. And there's all kinds of stuff, like all kinds of shit. I mean, of course, it's all like fucking way expensive, incredibly outrageously priced, but that's what it is. It's licensed. But I gotta tell you, they really do a good job making that whole fucking place look like just orange and black. And if you weren't wearing orange or black, you stood out in the stands. Like, you could see people who were like in like a different sort. It's crazy. It was really, really crazy. So I gotta say, from my standpoint, I had a great time. I went down to Reeser Stadium, and Reeser, they're the potato salad people. They make all the potato salad here up in the Northwest. I think they're all nationwide. But anyway, they're big benefactors at the school. So we went down to Oregon State and saw the game, and it was really an enjoyable experience. Now, the thing that wasn't great is that we just had the cheap seats. Again, I get these tickets through vettix.com. I love those folks. They do great things for veterans and great things for people who served, and it's a great way for teams and organizations to connect unused tickets with veterans. So really, if you're looking for someone to support, so definitely support those guys. They do a great job. So back to the tickets. So we went down there, and it just really was a great experience. The one thing that wasn't great was, you arrive in the city of Corvallis. That's where they play. It's a really picturesque city. It's a really beautiful drive from where I live down there. Kind of through the mountains a little bit. Not the mountains, but the hills. The mountains are way over. But beautiful drive, beautiful scenery, all that stuff. But once you kind of get into town, we had a little bit of trouble figuring out where to park. Like, we had a parking pass, but we had no idea like where to go. Like, there wasn't a whole lot of signage out or something. Like, just a bunch of things that said, game day parking, $10. We already bought our parking. It's a thing now that you can do online. So great experience though. Once we got in the stadium and just saw the colors, and just, the band was great. The band was really impressive. So I bring this up because now I've moved from the Midwest up here to the Pac Northwest. So I'm kind of new to the Pac-12 and just learning a little bit about it. And been pretty impressed with Oregon, or University of Oregon. And I went down to see them play earlier in the season. They were playing Eastern Washington. They scored like 62 points. It was crazy. I think they might have scored like 70 points even. It was insane. It was really, really insane. But they were impressive, and they lost their first game to Georgia. It was a blowout. They weren't even in the game. But I think what their coach did, they have a brand new coach, Dan Lanning, and I think what he said is like, hey, this is the barometer. This is what we're judging by, the number one team in the nation, Georgia. And you're not there yet. You're not there yet. And if you look at the polls today, Georgia is number one. So the Ducks, though, have rebounded, and now they're 6-1. They're in today's poll, as here on Sunday night, they are ranked number 8 in the nation, and I think that's really impressive. And I think it's a team that I really like to give. I don't know, kudos is really not word, but I give them a lot of credit because, I mean, they know they're not there, but, man, they've worked hard. They got a good young quarterback, and they're doing a lot of good things, a lot of things right. So really want to just let people know who are following college football, keep an eye on Oregon. I'm not sure kind of how it's all going to play out. They're all in the meat of their schedule. So there's a couple really big games coming up for really everybody across the country. So, that is the way it is here. So, the one thing I wanted to say too was, and this is kind of an announcement. It's really, maybe I blew it up more than it is, but Jason and I, with the help of Holly, his daughter, who's sometimes in the background of the show, she never comes on the show. Doesn't even come on camera. She's kind of really weird about coming on camera. But what they did is they kind of got me a little bit interested in posting some of our content on TikTok, like some of our little commercials and some of the things that we were putting together. Post them on TikTok. As a matter of fact, one of the first things I posted was old Jason going Wolverine, which I just love that clip. It's so totally Jason. It's just really totally Jason. Everybody will agree. It's the way Jason is. So I love that clip, and I posted it. Posted it last night, and as a matter of fact, as of now, I think it was up to almost 600 views, which is not great, I guess, in the TikTok world or whatever. But for us, being brand new, so we're kind of starting to go all in. We're starting to post a lot more of our little clips and a lot of things on TikTok. You start to see some things here in the next coming weeks. Just different sort of content. Trying to grow the show, trying to make it better, trying to draw people in. And again, we're going to do that with some great interviews and some great guests. And again, we all know people can watch this on the replay, and we appreciate that. So again, sorry, Jason. We'll get that all worked out. I gotta say this though, because I'm really hard on Jason. I'm kind of fucked up to him, dude. I shouldn't, because he's such a sweet guy. Me and my wife were actually talking about he really is a sweet guy. And he really has got such a big heart, and he means so well. So, a lot of people are like, well, what, does he have a broadcast experience? No, he doesn't. That's why I really like doing the show with him, because it's he's just real, he doesn't play stupid games, and that's what I at a point in my life where I just don't really appreciate people who are playing a lot of games, I guess. Excuse me, now I'm doing all the talking. I'm getting kind of winded. So, we're in on TikTok now. We're going to try to grow that and try to see if we can get people to like the show through TikTok. So, if that's something that's kind of your thing, just follow us on TikTok. It's called the TwoBrosShow. TOBROSSHOW. TwoBrosShow. And it's going to be a great way to, just follow some little bits we do, some little skits we do. Again, we're trying to hit things that go viral. I mean, we're not gonna make any mistakes about it, But listen, the other thing is I do is, I do give Jason a lot of shit, but he's done a lot of work for the show, and he's always here. So not really sure what the deal with tonight was. There he is. He's a glass book. I'm sure he'll tell us everything about being a glass book. So really not sure why he didn't join us on the freaking live stream. Even as a commenter, making a comment or something like that. So glass book fucker, boom, poof, you gone. You're gone. So now I do have to say that this is a fireable offense. I mean, this is something that, I will have to talk to the board of directors and we'll have to review Jason's contract. And, if you're a good looking chick or really smart and funny and want to be on the show, we can kick Jason's ass to the curb. We now have a reason to do that. But before I didn't really have any grounds to do it, so now I got this whole thing grounds to fucking, you're out, fucker, dude. Fucking out, dude. You left me hanging. You're out. So I will have a strongly worded conversation with that son of a bitch. You can guarantee that. Because when he wakes up and watches this, he's going to go, oh, I ain't ever going to let you go on that live stream by yourself. Well, guess what? Don't. Show up. Show up to work, fucker. Show up. People are wanting you, motherfucker. People want you. They don't want me. They give a shit about me. I'm just a big fat dope. You are the fucking franchise, motherfucker. So, Jason, the franchise, sober your ass up, dude. It's fucking 4 a.m. Sober your ass up. Hey, come on the show next time we do it. Or fucking join the chat. Hello, we've had this discussion, dude. I know we've had this discussion. So you and I will have a little bit of a fucking brawl tomorrow, man. We're going to talk about this. We're going to talk about this. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah, man. Well, listen, dude, we're going to do our little bit of social promo, and then we're going to get out of here. 1 minute.
Nobody bigger or better at the military than I am. Nope.
Sir, you know what? Cut his mic.
Well, Nancy Grace wants me to get the hell off. So if I'm not good enough for Nancy Grace, I'm out of here, dude. Listen, I want to thank everybody for showing up for our little pop-up show. I mean, you know what? As much as it sucks to say, congratulations to the fucking Houston Astros and congratulations to the Philadelphia Phillies. I mean, fuck, if the Eagles are in the fucking Super Bowl too, if they fucking, it's gonna be fucking madness. And then the fucking Flyers will be, Flyers. Dude, I can't do it. Like, I think there are certain fan bases who are just fucking insufferable. The Phillies are fucking the worst, dude. They're terrible. And if you're a Phillies fan, you should be ashamed of yourself, man. You should be ashamed that you're turning your children on to this Philadelphia sports scene, which is crap. It's always been crap. Like, they got no class. They boo the president. Okay, I get it, politics, whatever, but you boo the president. Eagle fans, eat a dick. I'm telling you, Eagle fans, eat a dick. Philly fans, eat a dick. I'm having a hard time rooting for the Houston Astros because I don't like Dusty Baker. I think he's a horse's ass. However, got to tell you, the Astros, I can't pick the Phillies, so I have to pick the Astros. I'm going to pick the Astros. I think it's going to go pretty quick. I'm going to say 5 games. Fuck them. And good luck to the University of Oregon as they continue to climb up the top 20, top 25. Way to go to the Beavers. Enjoy your show. You guys do a great job. I tell you, they're making some changes, big-time changes to the whole stadium and all that. So that's the program to keep an eye on. They're pumping some money there, and the field's going to be fucking great. It's going to be really, really nice. A lot of, like, suites and things like that. So they're really doing it up right down there in Corvallis. So Oregon State, OSU, Oregon State University, great job. I had a great time at the Beavers game. Go Beavers. I don't know what the freaking chant is. The one thing I will tell you I thought was really, really cool is that on the third down, whenever the opposing team has the third down, they have a freaking what do they got? They got like a chainsaw noise. It's third down. So I felt like things like that were really cool. It really got the fans engaged. The thing I also really enjoyed about, I felt like the use of the Jumbotron was appropriate. It worked. I went to the University of Oregon, the fucking thing didn't even fucking work. Half the goddamn game would like freeze up and, glitch out. But this one worked. It worked beautifully. It was very colorful. It had, great promotions. It seemed like whenever they cut to the crowd shots, they were appropriate crowd shots. But they're always like young college people having fun. It was different because I kind of felt like at the University of Oregon, at least the one time I was there, it was a little bit more on the, let's show the little kids in the stand, let's see the mommy and daddy, and that's great. Like I get that. That's great, and we need that kind of stuff. But I mean, I don't know. It's a little manufactured. So anyway, listen, appreciate you guys staying up with us. We are going to be on TikTok. That's our big announcement. We'll be back on Wednesday night. We're not doing any shows. I don't care if Jason talks me to no shows till Wednesday. We're going to do a Wednesday show and then do a Sunday show. Sunday will be the night before Halloween, dude. It's going to be kind of weird, dude. It's going to be kind of a spooky little show. But I think on Friday, our friend Chris is coming back. We're doing an interview with him. Chris Reddick. He's going to talk about some monster movies. And then certainly Jason will have something to rant about. We're disappointed. I can't lie. But it is what it is, man. Jason is a good dude. I love him. He's my partner, and I stand with him. Now, if he does get fired by the board of directors, that would be, I would pretty much cut bait with that fucker. I'd be done, dude. Fuck, dude. Sorry, I can't talk to you. Board of directors said no. I'd give him the old cold shoulder, like, who's that? What's your name? Who are you? New phone. Who dis? But since he's Jason, I won't do that because I love him. He's my bro. He's the other bro from our TwoBrosShow. Anyway, listen, thank you guys all for joining us. I know it's stupid, hilarity, bullshit, but like to talk sports, like to connect with you. Before we get out, though, I do want to, something we always do is we talk about if you are dealing with depression, feeling in a lonely place, feeling in a dark place, and feel like you might be in a place where you're really struggling, we really encourage you to reach out. There's a national hotline. It's called 888, and people are there to help you. So again, we want you around. We want you to be part of our show. We want you to chat us up on the show if you're having a problem. Chat me up, chat Jason up. Again, we're here. We're authentic. Again, why we do this show for like one or two people. We do it every night because not every night. We do it 3 times a week because this is what we do. Is what we like to do. We're developing the show. We appreciate those who have patience, who've stayed with us. Kind of come a long way from the first days of the microphones not working and crap like that. So. Great thing about tonight, we're not seem to be glitching, so I'm really happy about that. Anyway, with that, I'm going to go ahead and bring us on out and tell everyone until Wednesday, adios, auf Wiedersehen, bye-bye.